want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Merchak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And some interesting news here. Not really shocking, but interesting. This is from Bloomberg.com, and as you can see in the title, forecast for U.S. recession within year hits 100% in blow to Biden. All right, which this guy he's completely through. Okay, as you can see, Bloomberg Economics sees near certainty downturn will start. Tightening conditions, inflation, hawkish Fed weigh on outlook. It said, let's see, don't do this. Give me access. What is this? That's pretty wicked. All right, let me see something. Let's see if I can get access past these two. Okay, I'm gonna play that game. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. So going on, it says here, I just opened an Incognito browser and then pasted the link again. Sometimes it works. It hides these little blockers on the stuff. But anyway, it says here, U.S. recession is effectively certain in the next 12 months in new Bloomberg economics model projections, a blow to President Joe Biden's economic messaging ahead of the November midterms. The latest recession probability models by Bloomberg economists Anna Wong and Eliza Winger forecast a higher recession probability across all time frames within the 12-month estimate of a downturn by October 2023 hitting 100%, up from 65% for the comparable period in the previous update. Which I told you this, that they come out and say they give you this percentage a couple months back. As time moves forward, they'll come and revise it and say, oh, chances got up. So if you see something that looks bad now, well, you can probably assume that in the future it'll look worse, because that's where we're going. It says the forecast will be unwelcome news for Biden, who has repeatedly said the U.S. will avoid a recession and that any downturn would be very slight, as he seeks to reassure Americans the economy is on solid footing under his administration. Now, we're talking about the same Biden who said inflation is there's no inflation. Then he came out and said that it's temporary. It's going to have a slightly up, and it's going to come right back down. It's going to go slightly up, and then it's going to come right back down. Just a little bit, and then boop, it's going to come right back down. Oh, is that right? And the same Biden comes out and says, no, U.S. ain't gonna have no inflation, no recession, and then it would be very slight even if it did. Is that right? Oh man, but it just hurts people so much to admit the fact that this guy is through, and he's leading this place down a through-word path, okay, in a bad way. It says but tightening financial conditions, persistent inflation. You see how they do it? No inflation, temporary inflation, soft landing. Nope, this inflation is getting out of control. We have to raise interest rates because we know, and tighten monetary policies because we know that that's definitely going to bring down inflation. Oh, wait a minute, inflation is being stubborn right now. Now we got to do even more. So if we estimated 2% of the population becoming unemployed in order to get this inflation down, well, now we just realized that inflation is not even, the interest rates we've raised it to is not making a dent. So we got to keep it going even higher. Oh, well, this is why we can't have a ceiling for how high we have to raise these rates, because until that inflation rate comes down, we can't stop. So as that process carries on, what happens? Oh, the percentage of people that are going to be unemployed goes from 1 to 5 to 10 to 15 to 20, and things just get south. And so by the time that you can, inflation is finally starting to come down, and you turn around, you're going to see the mass damage the economy has taken that ain't going to be even, there's not even going to be a point in trying to fight inflation, because the economy is just going to be dead. And then they're gonna tell you, "Oops, I guess it's time to switch to the digital currencies." Anyway, it says here, persistent inflation and expectations of a hawkish Federal Reserve pressing ahead with rate hikes are raising the risk of a contraction. Let's actually look that up. Economic contraction. It says a contraction refers to an economy in decline, right? So you have incline, then you have a slowdown, and then you have a decline. Wow. It says it is the third of four phases of the business cycle. The other three are expansion, peak, and trough, or however, trough, or whatever you say that. Contractions occur after a cycle peaks, but before it becomes. So let's look up what this one is. Let's click on that. Economic. First, let's get the pronunciation. Let's hear that.
This is normally said as trough.
Yep, trough. Okay, I had it right the first time. So now let's see what
this is normally said.
No, it's all right. I just want to know what's a trough. It says a trough is the state of the economy's business cycle that marks the end of a period of declining business activity and transition to expansion. Okay, cool. So you have the contraction where things start to decline, and then you have the trough where the end of decline and it starts to go expand again. Okay, well, let's see what that trough will look like if there is one for this place. It says the model is more certain of a recession than other forecasts. A separate Bloomberg survey of 42 economists predict probability of a recession over the next 12 months now stands at 60%, up from 50% a month earlier. You see that? That's what you can expect to see. Oh, chances of America facing famine is 30%. Okay, come back a month later. Come back 3 months later. It says the forecasts provide a sharp contrast to Biden's upbeat tone. The president has focused on strong job growth as he campaigns to help Democrats retain their House and Senate majorities in elections 3 weeks from now. But inflation, which has hovered near a 4-decade high, has been a drag on Democrats' prospects in an election where polls indicate the economy is voters' top issue. The Bloomberg economics model uses 13 macroeconomic and financial indicators to predict the chance of a downturn at horizons of 1 month or to 2 years. While the chance of a recession within 12 months has reached 100% under the model, the odds of a recession hitting sooner are also up. Oh, wow. The model forecasts the likelihood of a recession within 11 months at 73%, up from 30%. And the 10-month probability rose to 25% from 0%. So, what is stopping? Who's to say that within the next few months, the probability of a recession hitting within the next 3 months or the next, whatever, it won't be higher? This place is going down, man. It's circling the drain very, very fast. It says the deterioration in the outlook was driven by a broad-based worsening in the economic and financial indicators used as inputs to the model Bloomberg Economics found. Okay, and all in all, it's right before your face. What else do you need to see? But people want to be willfully blind. Let's get this quick precept. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 9. Matter of fact, verse 7. Babylon, which is referring to the prophetic Babylon, which is America today, hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Now, when it says of her wine, it's not America didn't go to every country and offer them American wine, and pour it in a nice cup for them to drink. This is metaphoric. All right, this represents the philosophies and the ideologies and the ways, as they call it, Americanization or Westernization. The influence of the West has gone throughout pretty much all these nations, and they have partaken of that, whether through agreements, treaties, deals, adopting certain ways that America pushes. Okay, therefore the nations are mad. And when you look into that word mad, I believe it's referring to being actually mad, not like angry mad, but mad, like crazy or something. But let's see. All right, all right, cool. Yep, it says to make a fool of, make into a fool, to act madly, act like a madman, because it tells you in first Ezra's the third chapter, I believe, about what happens, why when they had to give the wise sayings, and one of them said that the wine is the strongest. And then he went on to explain why he said wine is the strongest. And he goes into how wine basically makes people act, out of character, uncivilized when they get too drunk. Okay, to the point where what? They draw swords. See? So the nations are mad. They have become madmen. They have become destitute, okay, of proper morals and wisdom because of the pollution of America and its influence across the world. So what is the Lord going to do? He's going to punish this place. Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen. There's the key part right there. This place, all these things happening is going to be sudden. You're seeing the forecast. That's what this is. All right. And the videos we do, those are also forecasts. But this place is going to suddenly fall, meaning that very soon something is just going to, boom, that catalyst that's going to hit the first domino and is going to just hit everything. Right? So it's suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So what would the healing look like? If the economy would be fixed, if the morale, if the status of America would go back to the way, like all of those things that would put this place back at the top, they can't do that because this place is circling the drain that fast. But she is not healed. So what are they going to do? Forsake her. Let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. So the judgment that's coming upon this place is not man, it's not going to be man-made per se. The Lord may use man, but this is going to be a judgment of divine proportions, as prophesied in various different scriptures. Okay? And you can read Revelation the 18th chapter. It goes into the destruction of this place. It's going to be hit from the inside and the outside. And these are all just signs. That downturn is coming quick, and it's coming with a lot of chaos. Jacob's trouble is very, very quick approaching. Okay? It's very, very fast approaching. And you don't want to get caught up in this, man. You do not want to get caught up in this. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying and informative to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.